What if I told you that you could take 50 plus designs, upload them to Amazon Merch, have AI write every single title, description, bullet point, and brand name, optimized for Amazon, and then automatically scan all of that for trademarks and swap out any flagged words before you ever hit publish? So no spreadsheets, no copy pasting, and no guessing whether that word is going to get your listing rejected, or worse, your account suspended. So that's exactly what easy mode does inside Merge Titans. And I'm going to walk you through the entire setup in under 6 minutes. Let's go. All right, so this is the new Merge Titans automation app. It's had many updates recently to make it the best upload automation product in the space for Amazon Merge specifically, but you can upload to Printful, Redbubble, Spreadshirt, and TeePublic, as you can see here. So we introduced a few months ago a new easy mode setup, and we've been actively working on improving that. So over here, you'll see easy mode, and I'll jump into that in a minute. But first, I'm just going to focus on this video being around Amazon Merch, but the same concept applies to each of these platforms. And we do have training videos for each platform, specifically in the Merge Titans dashboard. All right, and you can find them here under video training. So first, let's jump right on over to Amazon Merch. We kept this very simple to make it just so easy to set up. You can get it set up in a few minutes and you're off to the races. So you come into here and you think about your Amazon Merch account. What type of products do you want to publish? What settings you want in place, pricing, colors, etc. We removed a lot of that from the app, and you can just use this new publish settings templates. You'll use the Amazon Merch templates. So I enabled that by just clicking yes. And save login, I always recommend that. And then down here, trim transparent pixels for non-apparel products. So I'm going to enable that. And then edit images for 2 sides, so tumblers and ceramic mugs. So that way it can just automatically resize your image and edit it so it fits on both sides of the mugs or tumblers. And then if you want to upload your design to the back of a hoodie, for instance, which is a pretty common scenario, you can just enable that. But in this case, you can also enable auto-translate. In this case, I think I'm good on the settings. This is really important to have your publishing settings, and I'll touch on that in a second. Just hit that as yes. You got color settings here. So for pop sockets, iPhones, cases, etc., you can choose the background color here. I'm just going to leave these as white for the designs I'm doing. And that's really all you need here. So now I'm going to jump over to easy mode. But while I'm here, before I get started, I want to go over and show you what I did in my Amazon Merch account. So let me pull that up. And if I go to select products, you'll see I have the standard t-shirt enabled for .com. I have the pop socket enabled. I have iPhones enabled. And I have tumblers enabled. So you can enable whatever products you want, and then go adjust the colors for those products, adjust the pricing, etc., and you're good. So now that I have those products enabled, let me look at the colors here. I have dark colors enabled. I'll just leave that for this tutorial, but you can see I have men and women. You could also, depending on your designs, enable youth and girls here. But in this case, I'm going to leave it there. I have $19.99 on the pricing. So let's move down to the pop socket. I got my pricing in here. This is good to go. On the phone case, you can see I got the pricing in there as well. And then we got tumblers enabled too. So you can see, obviously, if you do this right, you could have your design on both sides, which is the most common way to do this. I highly recommend it. Now, Merge Titans, you don't need to do any of that. You just come in here, set your settings once per upload batch, and you're good to go. Again, I have pricing. So once you kind of go through each of the products, you enable them, you set your pricing, and you select the colors. You come down to the bottom here, click Save Publish Settings, click Save. So that's all we have to do. So now with that being said, let me go back over to the Merge Titans app. Under easy mode, this is a new setup. It's amazing. We got incredible feedback on that. So I have a few just nurse designs here. I'm just going to grab, let's go 4 of these. Let's go with this one, this one, this one, this one. And I'm going to move this over so I can just drag and drop them on. So you can just drag and drop them into here, or you can click into here to grab them. So no spreadsheets anymore. You do not need spreadsheets. You can still use spreadsheets with Merge Titans if you like, but this is such a much simpler way. So now that I have these, and by the way, you can do full screen now with the Merge Titans app. You can move it around. You can adjust the size of the window to fit whatever you want. It's also another update. But I got my designs here, so let's go next. Select platforms. I'm just going to focus on Amazon Merch in this case. Now load settings. You can see down here it says settings look good. Got some validation there. Now data. So right here, there are a couple things. You got your designs. You can see this is the first listing out of 1 out of 4. You get a preview of your design. You got title, description, the Amazon Merch brand, bullet 1 and 2, and your description obviously up here at the top. And you got that for all of these. So we have these options down here. You can see this analyze images. You start here, and you have a few options pop up. You could filter Amazon restricted words from tags. So it shows you the restricted words here. They don't recommend you use these, so you can just automatically check that. You can choose what you want Merch Titans to generate for you. It could be your titles and your descriptions only if that's what you want, or all of the details, which I'll leave here: title, description, brand, bullet 1 and 2. So I'm going to leave all those selected and hit Start Analyzing. Now our AI will analyze your designs and write all of the metadata for you. And it's amazing. It's really fast. You can see how down here the process is going. So 0 out of 4 completed. Shouldn't take too long. And then we can actually run. You can see it's already done. So now what we can do, you can also update fields using some bulk features here if you're working with a bunch of listings. But in this case, I don't think we need to. You can see that it writes highly optimized Amazon-related SEO data for your listings automatically. Now the next big thing is you're going to have designs and words that could be trademarked, and that could put your account at risk. You do not want that. You don't want rejected listings. So once you generate your listing data, you can see here for all these listings, it's done. The next thing you want to do is go here. We have our own trademark engine. I'm going to check that. And because I do have, pop sockets enabled in phone cases, I'm going to leave that category on. Bags, backpacks, luggage. I don't think we need that one. Now I'm not doing the pillows. Drinkware we are doing. And that's it. And obviously clothing, the biggest one, we're going to enable that. So you can check the categories you need for trademarks and then just run a check. And now our trademark engine through our database will look at all of your listing data, every single field for every single listing, and check it for trademarks. And it's going to show you which words are trademarked. So just like that, it's already done. You can see trademark matches. So single words are going to be in this yellow, and double words or multi-word trademarks are going to be in red. You can kind of get the risk level there. So you can click on a trademark. You can see the owner, the serial number, the USPTO registration office, classification being clothing here, the registration date, etc., and the risk is medium. So you can do that for all of these. You can go through and look at the details. You can see healthcare heroes. Some common words, you might come across that you probably just want to replace. So you can look at those real quick and see if anything's trademarked. See some down here too. So this is the next thing you can do. Now, if you try to do that manually, it's going to take so long. So you can go right here and fix all trademarks. And you can uncheck single word trademarks if you want. Just go after multi-word trademarks, but it's really up to you. We give you the option there. I'm going to keep both on as you go fix trademarks. Now it'll go through, it'll analyze all of the trademark terms along with the listing data, and it'll go through and rewrite the listing data for you, improving the trademark, swapping them out for relevant words that are similar but not trademarked. And you can see how fast that is. It's already at 2 out of 3 done, and it should be done in just a minute here. Then we can review that, and you can see that your listings will have those trademark words swapped out for words that are similar or relevant but not trademarked. So let's see how that goes when that finishes up. Got one more to go. And just like that, it's done. You got a pop-up saying it fixed all your listings. And if we look at this, all of the trademark warnings are gone. So at that point, now you still need to be careful about a particular word in the design that could be trademarked. And obviously when you do the trademark check, you can see that. But otherwise, you're good to go. So I want to show you the upload side now. So we can go start upload. That'll take us to the next step. All right, and again, you just click Start Upload. You'll get a preview of the 4 designs in this case. Again, you can do this with 50 plus. It doesn't matter. It has the Publish option selected for each of these. So now you can just go Start Upload. That will open up the Chrome browser and go right to Amazon Merch and start the uploading process for you, as you can see here. So I'm going to minimize that until it's opened up enough. Oops, I clicked that twice. Let me exit that one. And then I will resume that as soon as it's on the create page. And just like that, you can see it is uploading the first design here. It's going through and entering the data. Again, it already trademark checked these. It replaced the words that were trademarked with non-trademark terms. And once it enters this data, it'll go through the different products. You can see the pop socket. We told it to trim the transparent pixels. So kind of nice that fits. Centering it, and choose the white background color for us because that's what we put into the settings. And this is fully automated. Now we're going to the phone case. I'm going to upload the design here. Make sure it resizes it and centers it. Put the white background in place. Working beautifully. Now onto the tumblers. This one's awesome. So it's going to actually automatically resize your image for you, create the duplicate of the design, as you can see there. It's already so fast, but you can see that looks perfect. Done. And then I have this set to save as draft, so save the draft. You can also automatically have it set to publish. And then it'll rotate through the rest of the listings from the app. So this should be marked as complete in a minute here. And then it'll go down to the next one. So what you can do is just start this. You can see it's marked as published. So what you can do is just start this. It'll go to work for you. You can minimize the browser and continue to work on your computer, or take a break and take step away. Whatever you may need to do, it just works. So let's go back to the browser. We'll watch this one last time, and then we'll wrap this video up. But that is the new easy mode in Merge Titans with the trademark functionality built in, the automatic resizing of your images, the duplicating of your images, and all the other functionality that's built in. It's incredible. It's the fastest, easiest, most consistent, and secure way to automatically upload your designs to Amazon Merch and all the other print-on-demand platforms we support here at Merge Titans. And that is it for this video. If you have questions, let me know by leaving a comment below. Otherwise, if you want to try Merge Titans, you can go over to merchtitans.com. You can sign up and download the app and get started in a few minutes. It's very easy. You use it once or twice, and you realize that the settings, everything is incredibly easy, incredibly intuitive, and there's not a better way to upload your designs. So again, if you have questions, let me know by leaving a comment below. We'll talk soon. Cheers.